What it mean to you? Gather round, Xpression. What it mean to you? Gather round, Xpression. What it mean to you? Gather round, to you. Do it mean to you? Gather round, babe. Xpression. What it mean to you? Gather round, Xpression. Xpression. What it mean to you? Gather round, Xpression.
Come one, come all, not just a few, I mean all of y'all. Positive energy filling the room, yeah, it's wall to wall. I'm just here to show you my songs, about to perform for y'all. Never heard it like this before, this ain't the norm for y'all. All grown up, but this got me feeling like a rugrat. We did our own episodes, then me and Nez dub back. When I'm here, I don't feel like I gotta know where the club at. Come back and express yourself, I know you love that.
Gather round, Xpression. What it mean to you? Gather round, Xpression. What it mean to you? Gather round, to you. Do it mean to you? Gather round, babe. Xpression. What it mean to you? Gather round, Xpression. Xpression. What it mean to you? Gather round, Xpression.
great buffalo sauce.
So you love Domino's.
Yeah.
See, that's why you gotta go to Pizza Week, because
Yeah,
Pizza
I know.
Week would knock all of those chains out the water.
Oh, I bet. I'm ready
real.
for it.
I love it. Like, my favorite go-to is Citizens Pie.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
It's over there off Waterloo. Because they had the little
In
art
Akron?
festival today, too.
Oh.
Over there off Waterloo, 152nd.
Oh, okay, in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a nice flatbread pizza. I don't know if you
Okay.
like flatbread, more
They make it
flatbread.
in
I'm okay with a
In the
flatbread.
brick oven.
Oh yeah, that's like the authentic way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how Citizens Pie does it.
That's what's up. I
Speaking to your mic,
prefer
chef.
like Chicago deep dish.
check. What it do?
Chicago deep dish, that is my favorite.
Yeah.
Man.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I haven't had an authentic Chicago deep
I remember
dish.
Really?
in high school, we took a field trip to Chicago
Mm-hmm.
and we got to taste Chicago deep dish. We went to see the Blue Man Group, and then we went to some medieval freaking.
Wait, so that medieval thing, I remember that because when I was in 6th grade, we took a trip to Chicago and we went to that, and
That's
they gave us the
crazy.
big old, it's like a turkey leg.
Yeah, and you had to drink
Yeah.
your soup with you just drank your soup with your you didn't have any
Yeah.
utensils
Some
or anything.
pewter mugs and stuff, and they was jousting down there. Oh my
yeah,
god!
they were jousting.
So
I
y'all
was
probably
just-
was at the
Nice.
same place at the
Yeah,
same time.
I was recently telling. Right, we might have been. I was recently telling somebody about that. I was like, I want to go there again. Like,
Yeah.
I would definitely.
That was
do that
fun
again.
for sure. I would take my
Dude,
kids
like,
there. And,
do
Yes.
elementary people go, do they have all like the same field trips?
I feel like they do.
Maybe,
Like, it's like-
honestly,
They probably like a bulletin that goes
What high
around.
school did you go to?
I went to Firestone.
Firestone.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went to Hoban too, but I graduated from Firestone.
Okay, maybe so. I went to Springfield, and then I moved up to Maple like my junior year.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That's crazy though.
Mm-hmm.
No, man, Pizza Week is super dope. You get drunk, just eat a whole bunch of pizza
Hey.
and vibe out with the same people that's doing the same thing.
Right.
Yeah, because
Hey,
they
you meet a
be in
lot of
groups,
people
though.
doing
I
that.
love food. If there's food, I love to be there.
Yeah.
Food too.
What's the last song y'all listened to? Everybody was like, oh, shit. Like it was a serious question. It's serious.
I've been listening to Blast's new album.
Okay.
Okay.
I haven't listened to the whole thing.
It's pretty good. I like Blast. He's one of my favorite artists right now. So it was a really good album. His last album I think was better, but it was a good album.
I've heard some Blast. I like him, but I got a deep dive. I don't really know a lot of his stuff.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get into it. He's got some good shit.
Y'all gonna laugh at me if I tell you the last thing I was listening to.
No, we not.
Cause I've been listening to music for work because I still got gigs and stuff. So I got this Disney show on Tuesday. There's like a few singers that are singing Disney songs. So last song I listened to was Reflection from Mulan.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
Okay.
sing that on Tuesday.
Beautiful.
It is. It is a
It's
beautiful song.
Beautiful.
Hey, that's dope. What about you, Tay?
Just shed a tear.
Right.
So lately, like the last song was probably something related to Eminem. The other night, me and J-Lex were like kicking it, and we had a period where we were just getting nostalgic with Eminem, and that we just
bringing up
we
some
were
older
listening
tracks.
to Infinite.
The
Infinite
old,
album.
old one. Yeah,
we were
yeah.
pretty much going
Ooh.
like through the entire album, and
Goodness. Yeah, that one has some hits.
yeah, and I was surprisingly like I was surprising J Lex with like me reciting like half the lyrics to the songs.
Oh yeah.
You know, and he's just like, "Oh, you actually listen to it," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, like I fucks with it."
That's dope.
Yeah. What about you?
Joey Badass.
Okay.
His latest album. That's what I've been listening
Nice.
to.
What did you think?
I like it.
Okay.
I really do like it. I like it from the last album for sure.
He's got some good. He's got some good
This
stuff.
one was like a grown man album. You know, I kind of liked it. You know, even though he's still young, I guess. But it was I wouldn't say sophomore, but it was like a good continuance type
Yeah,
of album.
a little more mature.
KKK.
That was
Yeah,
one before that.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. And I think this one is better than that one.
Okay, all right.
Like, just me personally.
I'll have to check it out. Man.
Something I wanted to ask you, though.
This is a world. It's alright. It's smooth.
I like when he was like,
Okay.
run me my money.
Bring
Don't be acting funny.
Yeah.
You got us something funny.
Ain't nothing.
Ain't nothing funny.
Ain't nothing.
Run me this money. Okay, go off. Okay.
I think.
Welcome to Xpression. My name is Timothy Waallace. This is episode 41. And I have the pleasure of sitting here with the lovely, the joyful, sexy Shamara MXT. Woo! Give a round of applause, everybody.
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on? I'm feeling good now that you're here.
Aw, thank you.
How
I'm
you
glad to be
feeling?
here. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. We just had a good time with that jam session. We had some good people in the room, so
Yeah, that jam session was out of this world.
yeah.
As always, I love the jam sessions. It just brings out the talent, the gift.
Yeah,
in you know what I'm saying?
no, it's always great to improv with people. You know, like things come out
Right.
of you don't even expect.
Speaking of improv, I know he had spoke. Did you say you went to school for like theater
I did
and stuff
yep.
like that?
Yep.
How was that like for you?
Honestly, it was great. Like, I feel like I needed theater to come out of my show. When I was really young, I was really shy and I used to not sing in front of people. Like, I used to wait till nobody was home and I would be at home doing like karaoke by myself. And doing theater, like I started in high school and that just helped, bring me out of my shell and get me more comfortable and confident. So, yeah.
So it helped you, like gain a sense of confidence, basically.
Yeah, definitely.
What does MXT stand for?
Okay, so MXT is shortened from Ma'at. And it's funny because I just saw you just posted the Son of Ra Expressions episode. So
The Egyptian.
Ma'at is the daughter of Ra,
Wow.
which is really funny and ironic. So hopefully
Wow.
that's good omens for your season. But
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
so
dope.
Ma'at, my name used to be back in 2020 when I first started releasing music. I was Shamara Ma'at. And I chose that because back in 2017, I lost my dad. He passed away very suddenly. And I was like going through it. I was really spiraling. And just like one day during my healing process, I was just in a YouTube rabbit hole and I discovered Ma'at, which was, like I said, she's the daughter of Ra, but she also became basically like the foundation of ancient Egyptian culture. Ma'at is the goddess of justice, balance, truth, and cosmic order. And when I like discovered that, it just was a comfort to me, and it was kind of right on time. But anyway, basically, like that foundation for society in ancient Egypt was like basically like, living your life, based off those tenets was the foundation of everything. So it was just cool. And I like the idea of cosmic order because at that time, like, it's hard when people say everything happens for a reason, but then when some really messed up stuff happens, it's kind of hard to rationalize that at first. But it is true, that's still a hard pill to swallow, but like a lot of growth happens out of struggle. And yeah, that's just what it represents for me.
Okay.
So you asked me, why is it MXT now? Because it was Ma'at and people would have a hard time pronouncing it, and there's an apostrophe in it, and it's just a lot. So
Just
yeah,
a little more easier.
yeah. So I just put the X in there in
got
between.
you.
Yep.
That's dope. That's dope.
Thank
I really,
you.
I wanna rock right now. I wanna rock right now. Tim, he came to get down.
Yeah.
And Chef, he came to get down.
Yeah.
I forgot your name.
It's Tim.
But I know you came to get down.
Yeah.
We came to get down. Get down. Get down. Oh, oh. Rock. Hey, yeah. Don't you stop the groove. Grooving.
I wanna rock.
I wanna rock right now.
I wanna rock.
I wanna rock right now.
I wanna rock.
I wanna rock
I wanna rock right
I wanna rock
now.
right now. I wanna rock right now. I wanna rock right now.
Yeah.
I wanna rock
Yeah. Oh, that was sweet.
That was dope.
That was the one.
because I think I struggle with this. By you like literally working right full time
Yeah.
with this, how do you decipher work from your own creative process?
Ooh.
Because
Yeah.
I get tied up with that. Like you doing work, you know, even for the show or
Yeah.
you know, you doing stuff for different gigs.
Right.
And for myself, like with this show and just other things I'm doing. But
Mm-hmm.
I always am on, I guess, on the fence or trying to force myself to come back to me. Like,
Yeah.
you
How do
know,
you find that
like-
balance? For me, I have had to put my creativity on hold because I've had to put so much attention into, you know, gigging and stuff. But after this, you know, kind of season of my, you know, former obligations end, then I'm just going to like kind of space out my gigs. So then I have more time to create in between.
got you.
Yeah, and then more time for life. Because for a minute, I had no work-life balance. Like, it was just every thought that I had was just about the next gig.
Right. Even when we was talking about earlier,
Yeah.
it's just like, it's hard to decipher, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just from work and then actually just being creative for yourself.
Right, right.
You know, expressing for yourself. So, yeah, I just wanted to ask you that.
Yeah, no, that's a good question.
Because that's a big thing. Like,
It
just because you love it, but it's work.
Yeah, and,
You know what
and
I'm saying?
it's really
Like-
easy for that work part to take over, and then you're like, I don't even want to do this anymore.
yeah.
Like,
And then you question yourself, like, but damn, do I still love it? Like,
Yeah,
you know?
yep.
And then I guess you go into a reflective state at that point
yeah.
to be like, well, let me get in, you know, my creative zone and,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like you said, just be more selective with the gigs
Yeah.
and stuff because
Part of
it
it's
can
just-
get a lot.
Yeah, part of it is just taking a second because sometimes, you know, somebody will send you a message or reach out to you however they do and be like, oh, I got this opportunity. And you get so excited for the opportunity. You agree to it before you even, you don't even know when it is. You don't got no details. You don't know what day it is.
Like,
and then you're like,
definitely.
oh, shoot, I got a show the next day right after that. You know what I mean? So it's just like being, like just slowing down, get the information before you agree.
That's
kinda thing.
something that me and my fiance always talk about because we like pretty much business partners.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, she does face painting and stuff like that. So, you know, she could get ahead of herself. you know,
Yeah.
with just scheduling. She'd be like, well, I forgot that I already had something for
On
that
this same day. Yeah.
You know, and it's like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like, I want to make enough money to where I can get an assistant.
Right.
It's because you still want to stay busy.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, the workload sometimes becomes overwhelming
It does.
just to take on as an individual.
And then I got to the point I didn't even want to do social media. So like I just stopped doing social media for
It's
a
a
minute
lot.
because
Yeah.
that part is a lot too.
Yeah, that's a
It can
whole
be draining.
that you know, that's, you know, when you think about entertainment, it, you know, when you think of like marketing or the business aspect of everything. You know, you really look at it, you're like, well, it's more about the business side than actual talent. But that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the thin line between, you know, loving it and it actually being work.
Yeah.
But by it being work, it could be fun. You just gotta get in that right like pocket, I guess, for yourself. Just finding your actual lane.
Have you ever found yourself like going from gig to gig, ever going blank or getting confused and mixing up songs or
forget the lyrics or something?
Forget the lyrics.
Yeah, I've never started singing the wrong song, but I've forgotten lyrics more than I've not. And the key is just like keep going. Yeah. I definitely had a gig where I can't remember what song it was, but I sang the first verse twice. And nobody knew.
But that's the thing
I
about
got to the
live.
second verse and I was like, oh, I cannot remember how this starts. And I just sang the first verse again. I just kept it going and nobody knew.
Nobody cares, right?
None the wiser.
Really can't.
Yeah.
Really don't. When you mess up,
'Cause it's
like, they don't
live,
really
like-
hear
It's
you.
not like they
Right.
know the lyrics.
They'll question themselves first. They'll be
Yeah,
like, wait, did I hear that already? I don't know.
She killed it anyway.
Right.
She repeated it. Look at the lyrics.
Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely
Yeah, I guess that's right.
a job sometimes.
Yeah.
But I love it. You gotta love it.
Yep.
How long you been like? Well, you said you've been doing theater since 16, but how long have you been singing? Or
That is hard, bro. I like that. Somebody recorded that.
how do I want to ask this? So how or what? Like, what did you use, or what was the process of sharpening your sword over the years to get good at the level that you're at now?
Oh,
Like, what is practice for you?
man.
You know,
Yeah, that's a really good question. Honestly, I struggled in the process of becoming like a recording artist because starting off in theater, that's a totally different world. Like the way that you use your voice is different. The way you perform is different. Theater is very over the top.
right?
Even like the techniques of singing, like it's really in your face with like musical theater. So, as far as getting to where I am now, it took some time because I used to get a lot of criticism when I was singing like R&B, and I still do sometimes in certain situations or in certain groups. I do because I have really good diction and my voice is very like bright sounding. So sometimes that doesn't really fit in with like
Certain
the
genres.
normal. Yeah, like our contemporary R&B is very like mumble singing and it's still really cool, but it's just not the style that I have. So I kind of had to learn how to adapt my voice a little bit to use my breath a little more in my singing so that it wasn't so like steak and potatoes. Like, you know, I got some gravy sometimes now. And then as far as performing, I've been performing since I was 16, but theater is different. Like I said, it's very in your face. It's very, you know, specific about what's happening. But like when you're performing music, you don't necessarily want to act out all the words. Because that could be awkward to watch somebody do.
Right.
You know, so yeah, that just took you know, a little bit of study, you know, like just watching performers that I admire, and then practice. You know, in 2020 when I came out, like I already had some professional theater things under my belt. Like I worked for Disney Cruise Line as a singer, and I worked in different regional theaters here, getting paid to, you know, perform, but it's a different world. So when I first came out, you know, as a recording artist, I was like, okay, well, you know, I'm going to do the showcases. I'm going to do, you know, I'm just going to get exposure and get practice and, you know, try to learn from the other artists around me. And it got to the point where I had done a lot of performances. I also was juggling a full-time job. I was a manager at Amazon. And it just got to the point where I was like, okay, well, I feel like I'm at a good level now where people are asking for me. Like people are you know, saying they want me at these different events. They're, you know, reaching out about showcases and things. So it just got to the point where I was like, okay, well, I want to invest in this. I want to take it serious. Yeah. I want to, I quit my job. And then I just decided this summer, I was like, okay, I'm going to perform all summer. And I did that, and I'm exhausted. Singing,
make music, like
I mean, I always loved singing. Like I don't remember not loving singing. But I mean, like, do you mean like semi-professionally? Like
no, like literally just
general?
from the beginning.
Oh yeah,
of
like I don't know. As long as I can remember, like okay, I remember like in second grade. You know how like in school, everybody had to do the little recitals. Like, you don't really have a choice about that until, like, you're close to middle school or whatever. So, yeah, everybody's in the Christmas play or whatever. So,
was a potato in the
potato, right, the tree. But in second grade, we had some kind of little winter, like, recital. Like, you know, it was a singing thing. The music teacher taught us all these songs. And I remember her asking the class, like, hey, you know, who wants to sing these solos? And, like, me and a couple kids stood up and, you know, sang it. And then I ended up getting the little solo in the recital. And I remember I used to take that stuff seriously. Like, they sent us home with our little CDs so we could practice. Nice. I'd be practicing.
Man, I remember in third grade, I did a play. Mm-hmm. And I was, like, the bad guy in this Christmas film. Like I was the bad guy. I had my goons, and it was dope. Like it was super dope. But I had my own song.
Oh yes,
you know, I got that sing, and it was like I always remember this. It was like, I'm gonna get you, Santa Claus.
Yes.
Get you good. Like, cause I was like a menace, like to the whole
Sounded
thing.
vengeful.
That's so
and
cute.
I remember sitting there with my radio, and I would put the tape in, you know, and I would rewind it back, and you know, and it was like back when stereo tape was a thing,
right?
Know? So I'll never forget that, because that was probably one of my like first type of, you know, interactions with like, I guess that creative situation, you know, like a play, stuff like that. Talent thing. What do they call them?
A talent show.
Talent shows.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Oh, talent.
But yeah,
show.
I'll never forget that play. That was man.
Man, I had a really cringy.
Oh
man, I had a really cringy first experience with the talent show in 6th grade. Man, so like in 6th and 7th grade. So 6th grade, my best friend was her name was Jean Ann, and she really wanted to sing this Maroon 5 song for the talent shows. She Will Be Loved.
All right.
Okay.
And that was a great song. But my friend, like, she wanted to sing that song. I didn't really want to sing that song, but it was a good song. I was like, okay, we can sing it together. And, like, we just had no plan. Like, I remember us being on the stage during the talent show, a cappella, standing next to each other, singing this song with no harmonies. We singing in unison. Like, it was just cringy. And I was just like, this is awkward. Like, I don't know. And then the next year, a different friend, she wanted to do this random, kind of weird Gwen Stefani song. And I like Gwen Stefani, but like the song she picked, and she wanted to dress all weird, like how Gwen Stefani did in the music video. And I was just like, oh my God. Yeah, I was just there with my friends.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, them talent shows could be a doozy.
Yeah.
I never was in the talent show.
Really?
No, I never.
You
I
dodged a bullet, man.
never- yeah,
You didn't need to do that.
no way.
Well, yeah, it's getting late, and I'm just glad that we got this episode off.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
a really good
yeah.
I'm
episode.
glad.
I was excited
I'm also
about this
glad.
episode.
Yeah, me too. I'm so glad.
And we try to like get more, women on here, and
Mm-hmm.
because we get a lot of guys,
You know, I noticed that. I
we
was
get a lot of guys.
I was looking through the YouTube.
because I know people are probably searching like, where the girls
Look
at?
at the videos.
So
Looking at the guest star.
Yeah.
yeah, we love.
Yeah, that's
to,
what my dad was like. He was like, I like all the rappers, but when you gonna get some girl singers on there?
right. Gotta have them. Gotta have.
Well,
'em.
you know, I'll pass it on to my friends because
Yeah.
I had a really good time with y'all. Y'all have been very fun, and yeah,
Yeah, we
I would
enjoyed it.
I would
Appreciate
come
that.
back again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
appreciate
definitely.
Maybe
it.
next season.
Yeah, we're gonna have to try to set up some gigs or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, we definitely
Get that
should
going.
get together and do some gigs of some sort,
Yep.
some live stuff.
That
Well,
would
we
be
I
do
feel like we could
rehearse
throw
on
down.
Wednesdays.
Okay. I just show up.
just throwing it out there.
That's
you know
what's
what I'm
up.
saying?
Okay.
So, it was a pleasure.
Yes, thank you.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Shamara, I hope everyone enjoys this episode. Just to see how wonderful your voice is,
Oh,
or to
thank
hear
you.
how wonderful your voice is, and just to enjoy the sultry, euphoric, funky sound of
Yes.
accountability.
Definitely.
Which
Make
y'all
sure-
need to stream.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Make sure you go like and subscribe.
And then subscribe and like.
Peace.
You gotta play it too. Oh yeah. MC's